Hello everyone and welcome to my Fractillus Mythic guide. This is standard, you hero one pool, you run 4 healers, it's meant to be a DPS check. The weak aura has figured it out, so I'm going to go through using the liquid weak aura. I'm sure using any other weak aura will be exactly the same thing, it just may have different marks, but it'll be the same premise. So essentially this is just a case of you follow exactly what the weak aura says, and there's a couple of additional mechanics you need to be aware of that makes the fight slightly harder, but if you can get on top of dealing with these, then you're pretty much sorted. So it's just a couple of things. The tank wall now has 3 walls it hits them with when they get it, and then there's an extra wall on Mythic where when you break it, it puts a dot on the entire raid, and it is quite nasty on damage. So they're the main things that you have to deal with, together with having less time and less space and all of that kind of stuff. Okay, so let's just look through these 2 mechanics, and then I'll go through sort of where you want to be using your cooldowns and having an immunity potentially, and how we sort that out. So first things first, you can see me, it's telling me here and here that I have a tank wall coming in. That's the second one, and my next tank wall is on green. It will tell me this while the walls are happening before the tank wall. So I know what I'm looking for, and know I'm going to green, and we can see the green is just right next to me here. So it should be very, very easy to get to. If that wasn't enough information, when the actual cast is going off, I have a whole big box here that shows the color and the line I should be in. So you see I just move over, I get it in, I get the 3 walls hit me. If anybody's in that line, they're going to die. The way that we place these tank walls basically causes you to change your safe zone. So just be aware that this isn't the same as heroic. I'm using the weak aura. You will change once you've put all your tank stuff into green. You'll change as green being your safe zone. Okay. Here's another example of what the break looks like. It tells me where to go, and this is perfect. You can see I get knocked, and because I'm melee, I don't try and get in. I just get as far out as I can. Don't need to hit the boss here. Just get safe. A lot of the issues caused are melee try and charge back in to hit the boss after they've been knocked out, and they just murder people. So if you're a melee, if you're a range, when you get knocked out, just stay out and find a space out. Don't try and force your way in. You will kill people. And I just want to give you sort of a range and healer perspective of this. What we told our range, where half of you go to the right hand side, half you go to the left hand side, and spread. Don't try and go to the middle, that is healer MVP zone. We told the melee front right, front left. Don't go to the middle, that is healer MVP zone. So you can see we had nice and easy spreads there. Didn't cause us any other damage because we had everybody in a set position and going to that position every time, and people that got knocked out just stayed out. So I'll show you where the healer stands now. So you can see our healers get this middle ground in the middle 2 sort of sections, and when people get pushed back, they should stay out and not overcrowd the healer. Healer's nice and easy, they can just pump away. It's really important to let the healers sort of have their positions in this fight, okay? So the new wall is basically going to put a dot on you, and you have specific times I'll go over after this when you break it. It's quite scary, and at one point you have to break 2 of them and you get 2 stacks. So this is a little bit later on the fight because that's when you break them, and you can see that there's not as much room to sort of spread, and we get the breaks go off, we get the debuff applied on us, and there's not a lot of room. So I'm double stacked with someone, and I shouldn't be. We just about survived it. That was a really lucky one because I got knocked back as well. So this debuff is essentially only done 4 or 5 times in the fight, and you want to have your healing cooldowns on it, and you want to have your personals on it, and a health stone, and all of that kind of stuff, okay? So yeah, that's the main thing. So I'll go through the set times when this goes off and what you can put on them. Okay, so you can see our cooldowns here. So essentially, the lacerations, if you're following the liquid weak aura, these will be the instances when this happens. Okay, so we have simple first one, you can use personals. You'll get them back by the time the next one comes in. So on the first one, it shall just tell everyone to use personals. All right, then you can put that in your note. On the second one, we again tell everyone to use personals, and you can put that in your note. We then have this third one where we chuck a little bit more CDs at it. So I think we have a revival afterwards, we have Zephyrs, and we have a shout, you know, a lot more of the external ones, and then some other CDs. But this one isn't too dangerous because it's only the single. And then this last one here, we have our personals back by making sure that we're using Symbol of Hope. And again, this one is just empty absolutely everything you have. So we don't put personals in this one, we put personals in this one, but these will be the instances when you get them. If you're getting them more than this, then someone has gone to the wrong place with the mark. It's as simple as that, or something along those lines, okay? So Just so you're aware, you can pre-plan around when these are coming in, and you can go into your cooldowns and make sure you've pre-planned. And that's basically one of the more important things on it. Okay. And one thing that I think is really important on raid leading here is, so you can do this for every single time you get the last set of walls. So you can see that this last set of walls are going out. You know, after this, you're going to have the breaks. Okay. Safe zone doesn't really matter at this point. So you can get everybody into the middle. You can say, prepare to go for your breaks, and everybody else spread out. There is no reason for your raid not to spread out here when people are doing the breaks and spread out after the breaks has happened. That's going to cause you most of the wipes. It's people panicking to try and spread. Get your group when the breaks come out and they know they're not selected to just pre-spread at that point. Don't wait until the breaks have gone off, and it'll be much easier and much cleaner. Okay. So my TLDR for this is just basically follow the weak aura blindly. If you've messed up and you've not gone to a wall that you should have, just speak up as soon as you can, because you're going to wipe later on, because you'll have a double stack of the lacerations, or you'll enrage the boss with the lines. Like, it's better to just be honest and say, I didn't make it, and then your raid can move on. It will not be a weak aura issue unless you're not in the same version. And then from there, make sure that you have good cooldowns on the lacerations that you can set out in advance. You have a plan for spreading, ranged on the left and the right at the back, melee on the left and the right at the front, and then healers in the middle. Okay, tanks can go anywhere. They can even double stack on each other if you want to save some space. And then other than that, make sure you're pre-spreading. And yeah, you can stack for immunity towards the end. Anyone that has one on a set spot, we didn't do it, but you can do it. And other than that, yeah, enjoy the fight, and enjoy getting the kill on Fractillus. As always, a big thank you to those that helped and record for me and the guild. Really enjoying this tier, and I hope you guys are too. And thank you guys for watching. See you in the next one. Bye bye.